All right, ladies and gentlemen, and my non-binary pals, let us get started today. We're going to be playing some Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. We're going to be starting on a in a place that we haven't really technically been to before, you know, like this is going to be exciting. I'm excited to jump into Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl with you all, because it is going to be we're going to be shiny hunting. And if you've never shiny hunted before, you know that this is going to be a treat. I'm about 800 resets into Dialga right now, and hopefully we'll be getting a Dialga soon enough. But once again, we will see. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Honestly, I am having a great day myself. So that's a very good thing. But yeah, I've been really enjoying shiny hunting these in this game. Personally, I think that it is very, very well done. At the moment, I just think that I just think that this is a great game, and it's a great way to kind of come back into the old generations, and I think it's a very, very good how do I say it? It's a very good way to reintroduce this franchise as well. We're at 802 now. We've got 2 encounters done today so far. I know that this is plenty. I'm excited to finish this game because then that means that we can move on from this hunt, or finish this hunt so we can finish the game. That would be the best thing, because I have plenty of shinies I want to hunt. I want to fully shiny hunt the team that I have, and it's easily doable, considering the considering everything that you can do in this game, in post game, like shiny hunting the starters and stuff like that. But I think the first thing I'm going to want to do is shiny hunt the team that I beat the game with. That is a no-go on that one. It's always super interesting to see when people get encounters for Dialga. I'm hoping to get to something that's a little more to a point that's a little more interesting. But once again, if you're enjoying the stream, I hope you having a good time. But yeah, I'm super excited to finally. This also, I should mention that this would be my first ever shiny legendary. I know that it is that you could shiny hunt them in Sword and Shield, stuff like that, and I have plenty of shinies in Sword and Shield, but you know, it never really got around to the raid dens, you know, which is like a big thing in that game. And just because the prospect of doing things like that, and going into those raid dens and getting those battles and possibly phasing multiple times on them, for some people, obviously that's a big thing for them, but for me it is something that I can hear myself. It is something that is very it's frustrating, phasing like that. But once again, there's specific shiny hunting methods that people love, and there's specific shiny hunting methods that people struggle with. And I think that the soft reset shiny method is something that is fun. Personally, I actually really enjoy shiny hunting static. The one thing though in this game I do want to say that is a little frustrating, especially in this point where we're doing resets like this is how long the game takes to load. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's like awful by any means, but the exiting the software and coming back into the software is it takes a little bit longer than I would want personally. But you know, we all get people can't be choosing these things, and it's fine. I want a shiny Dialga, and eventually we're gonna get up to the point where we're gonna shiny hunt Palkia and Pearl. I haven't started my Pearl playthrough yet, but that's going to be something that we might do together, depending. So I'm excited for that. I will go over my team once we eventually get the shiny Dialga, but right now my team is very is super interesting. I am trying to use Pokemon that I've never used before on a team, and especially are from the generation that I am playing. So that's one of the things with me, like especially in Sinnoh, which was my first game that I played. It's hard not to go back to those comfort Pokemon, you know. It's very, very, very hard to not jump back to them and just want to play the Pokemon that are like use the Pokemon that you're comfortable with, per se, you know. So I don't know. So let me know what Pokemon you're either shiny hunting, what Pokemon there's on your teams, what you're excited to shiny hunt maybe post game, or even during the game. Are you going for a shiny team or what? Because I originally wanted to do a shiny team playthrough, and then I realized how long that would take to do. And I said, no thank you, no thank you. So that is that. I think the one thing that really drew me away from having a full shiny team is specifically because I really want if I really want to use a starter. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I couldn't think about that, but I really wanted to use a starter on my team, and it just didn't seem like the best option to like soft reset a starter because of that 90-second cutscene that you have in the beginning, which is very, very long when you think about things. And I know that this is not similar. It's absolutely not similar, but it's close. When we're thinking about things and doing things, it's really interesting. I really think that shiny hunting is something that is rewarding, especially if it's a Pokemon that you really want. These three Pokemon, if I say three Pokemon, and I haven't talked about the third one yet, because I know that it's in the game. Also, I am going to be light with spoilers for Endgame. Even though I've technically haven't been there myself, I do know the Pokemon that are in the end game, so I don't want to spoil that for anybody. That the end game here, there's a final legendary Pokemon that is in the Sinnoh region, that is there, and it actually has my favorite legendary shiny, period. And I'm excited to hunt. them as well. And I don't want to. Once again, I don't want to spoil that for anybody who is doesn't know that Pokemon is available in the end game. So, but I'm excited to shiny hunt it. It's gonna be exciting. Once again, I hope you all are having a great day, because I certainly am. Let me definitely think I should do runs. Here we go. As we're working our way through the game, I have a little bit of music in the background, so it's not completely quiet during all these resets. You know, that's one of the big things, is that these resets can get very, very repetitive for people. So I'm trying to avoid being too repetitive. I am super excited to see where this game goes from here. I know that there's not gonna, I'm not expecting any updates at this point, but I think that I'm really excited to see where this game in particular ends up going. Like in terms of shiny hunting method, what glitches will get fixed, what glitches won't get fixed, you know? Because right now there's a very many glitches in the game, if you know what I mean. So something to keep in mind. Because there's recently the shaming glitch that has been discovered, which potentially, since it's a glitch and it's not like a hack or anything, we might shiny hunt shaman later. Not today, obviously, because I honestly don't think, I think Dialga is going to be my longest hunt, period. My longest hunt so far was when I was on Twitch. We streamed, I streamed part of the hunt, and then I had to stop streaming the hunt because of, like, you know, personal stuff. But we were shiny hunting Zigzagoon, Galarian Zigzagoon. I was really excited to hunt Galarian Zigzagoon because I really liked the shiny of Galarian Zigzagoon, and it was one of those things that, like, you find that shiny Pokemon that you really like, and all you want to do is like, yes, that is the Pokemon that I want to shiny hunt, and that was Galarian Zigzagoon for me. So I beat the game. I got all the Pokemon. I traded via Pokemon Home with other people, and filled out my Pokedex. I completely filled out my Pokedex, which is obviously a good thing. And then I went and got the shiny charm, and I said, okay, now I can finally start shiny hunting Pokemon. And that's what I did. I started shiny hunting Pokemon, and Galarian Zigzagoon was the first one on my list. And you know what? It has still been my longest hunt yet. At over, I think it was 2,100 eggs was the final total. I think it was like 2,142 was my highest there, which is a lot. Especially for a first hunt, as somebody who's getting into shiny hunting. Obviously, if you're in the shiny hunting community, you kind of understand that it's going to take a while to get the shinies that you want. But as a new shiny hunter, it was like, I know 2,000 people are gonna be like, ha, 2,000. I remember when I was shiny hunting, I don't know, whatever Pokemon. And it's like, yeah, no, I know that 2,000 isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but that's 860. But yeah, so on my team right now, I have Empoleon, Sneasel, which I'm going to evolve into a Weavile. I have Gallade. I have, who else do I have? I have a Honchkrow, Pachirisu, and what is my final Pokemon? Oh, Roserade. That's my team for this playthrough, because I've never, I did use Piplup technically. I've used all the starters, so that's why, like, they're the exception to the rule of, like, using Pokemon that I don't normally talk about or don't normally use. They're the exception, but all the other Pokemon are Pokemon that I haven't used ever in any playthroughs. So And you know, I'm very impressed by Roserade in particular. I really enjoy having Roserade on my team. I didn't expect that to be the thing that like kind of really like the Pokemon that really stuck out to me on my team. I was expecting Honchkrow. Honchkrow, don't get me wrong, Honchkrow is amazing. But Roserade, I think it also has to do with the buffs to poison, like throughout the years. With the existence of fairy types now, it's a huge thing in the game. Fairy types are a huge thing. I think that poison definitely benefited from fairy types being in the game. But also I just feel like overall poison has just gotten a general buff, you know? I'm really excited to see where this goes. This game goes. Okay, we're at 1,000. Oh, 1,818. I just, you know, you have the feeling sometimes when you're hunting or you're doing stuff like this, and you're just like, I know that this hunt is going to be the bane of my existence. This is going to be the one that's going to take like 10,000 encounters. What about, nope, figured that one wouldn't be it. But yeah, let me know how you're feeling. I'm gonna be keep rambling. I'm gonna keep talking a little bit about everything and how it's working. Whoa, what happened? There we go. Because I am super duper excited to tell some stories that I have. One of the big ones being my first ever shiny. I don't know, I really haven't told that story anywhere. But my first shiny that I shiny hunted, like this was the, I consider it my first shiny, and I don't consider it the first Pokemon I shiny hunted. Like the goal wasn't, the reason why I say I didn't shiny hunt it, because I didn't have the goal to obtain a shiny. It was when I was in like 7th, 8th grade, I think, and X and Y just came out, and I was playing X and Y, and I stumbled across, I don't know whose YouTube channel it was. I think it may have been like Dallas, like Supreme Arcanines or something. Someone was using the Poké Radar in X and Y. And I was like, that looks cool. I have it in the game. I just didn't know what it did. And people were talking about how you can hunt shinies for it and stuff like that. And I was like, but like other people were talking about more specifically how like you could find multiple Pokemon and get better IVs for those Pokemon. At the time, before I became a shiny hunter, all I wanted was to like be a professional Pokemon battler. You know who it was? I think it may have been, it must have been a guide from somebody. I don't remember who it was, because they were talking about like how Poké Radar can help increase the odds of getting better IV to Pokemon. And that was one of the, and I was like, okay, so let me use this Poké Radar thing to get better Pokemon so that I can be better in battles, obviously. So I started a chain. I started chaining some Pokemon. At this point, it was like, I really loved Go-Goat. Go-Goat was one of my favorite Pokemon at the time. Now Go-Goat's like near the bottom, not in the bottom, like in the middle of my list, but at the time, I thought Go-Goat was literally like the shiz, you know? and I went and started to not shiny hunt. I don't know why I said shiny hunt, because I'm talking about shiny. I started trying to get good IVs for it, and about 18 in, a shiny patch popped up, and I was like, ooh, what is this? Because I didn't know that it existed as shiny. I knew shiny existed, I just didn't know. And it was a shiny Go-Goat, and I caught the shiny Go-Goat, and then I lost my Pokemon Y, and so the Go-Goat's somewhere out there, somewhere out in the ether right now. That was my first shiny. My second shiny was actually a Durant in Sword and Shield, because after Y, I completely skipped over the era of Sun and Moon. Don't know, it just must have been one of those things that, like, the games intrigued me. It didn't fit, you know. Like some games will hit your playstyle and some won't. That's what I've learned in particular. And Sun and Moon, the idea of not having gyms and it, like, going against the Pokemon Green formula, like, obviously I think is a great thing. I think innovation in Pokemon is something that should be worked upon, like something that should be praised upon working a little bit. And that's why I think I'm really excited for Legends Arceus, or Arceus, however you want to pronounce it. But I'm very excited for it because I feel like that's going to break up the Pokemon formula as a whole. Because it's not just the, ooh, we're going to go out and get Pokemon to battle gym leaders, but we have a bigger overall story that we're going to try and get you to follow. I think that's maybe why I like the Sinnoh games the best too. Because I think that the story in these games is probably some of the most compelling. That and Gen 5. I think these two gens kind of really hit the storytelling aspect very, 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 very well. So that's just something to keep. That's like part of the reason why I love these games. Because, like, of course the big bads are the big bads. Like Cyrus here, like, there's no redeeming Cyrus theoretically, but I think Gen 4 just like the way that the story was paced was very interesting, and replaying through this up to this point, it just kind of, you know, it kind of just showed that, like, this game is very, very, very well paced, in terms of everything, you know. So I really, really enjoyed coming back to Gen 4. Yeah. So I was talking about shinies, and I don't know how I verged off the path of getting my second shiny, but we'll go back to that because that was the story I was originally telling. So my second shiny was a shiny Durant in Pokemon Sword, and that shiny Durant was completely, like, full odds. Like, no shiny charm. I didn't catch a Durant. I just finished, I think it was the, like, third gym, and started wandering my way in that mountain area, and I ran into a shaky grass. It was a Durant. And I know there's people who love Durant, and I know Durant I think is competitively viable. I absolutely despise Durant. Durant is one of the Pokemon that I dislike very much. I know I'm probably making some people angry, but I really don't like Durant. And so when I ran into one, I was like, oh my god, this is a Durant, because it has that, like, animation when you find it, and has, like, that, like, the shadowy image of it before it fully shows you the full color of the Pokemon. And so my brain went, oh, that's a Durant. And then it opened and I was like, why is this one like a bronze color? Why does it have green eyes? And my mind went, is that a shiny Durant? And the answer is yes. It was absolutely. So it's crazy. It's great. I loved it. I loved getting a shiny Pokemon, even though it was Durant. It was still great to have a shiny Pokemon like that. And then my next shiny was a Rhydon. Not Rhydon. Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn was my next shiny. Which was very exciting. Rhyhorn is great shiny. I actually really like Rhyhorn shiny. I think that it... Hello? Counter? Can I go up, please? Thank you. Thank you. There we go. I was like, why didn't it go up to 830? I really like the bronzy color of it. I guess I have a thing for like the like orangey bronze colored Pokemon. Having both like, you know, Durant and Rhyhorn. But, you know, I just really enjoyed having both of them as my shinies. So yeah, those were the first two. And then I don't know if I don't think I have it anymore. It might be maybe underneath of my bed. But the Switch that I was playing them on broke. Like, it would not charge. Nothing would go right on it. So, and it was frustrating because, like, of course that had like my second and third shiny ever on it, you know? So that was fun. That was really fun. Losing them. But then I got my Animal Crossing Switch, which I'm playing on right now. And yeah, the rest is history. As I said at the beginning of the stream, my first big hunt was Galarian Zigzagoon. And that was fun. That was a trip. That was like a over 2,000 encounter. A egg hatching, actually. It wasn't encounter based. I actually Masuted the Galarian Zigzagoon. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because there's another Pokemon that I shiny hunted that I just remembered I shiny hunted, and it was a Rookidee. It was a Rookidee. It was after the game. So I got the Durant, then I got the Rhydon, and then I hunted a Rookidee. And that Rookidee took me over 500. I know that for a fact. I don't even know the exact number. I just know it was over 500. Because I did the knockout method, even though, like, theoretically it doesn't work. I mean, it does, because we finally were able to, like, understand what the game's code was trying to tell us, you know? But at the time, people were like, we don't know how efficient this method is. But it's a method, you know? And that's what I did. I shiny hunted that Rookidee. I got that Rookidee. And that was that. I'm hoping one day I'm going to be able to get that Switch fixed so that I can get those Pokemon back, you know? Because like the second and third, third and fourth shinies I've ever had are just, it's like really cool. It's gonna be really cool to be able to get them back, you know? But then, as I said, I shiny hunted Galarian Zigzagoon, and then I forget what my next hunt was after that. It wasn't hunting. I don't think it was. I think I waited until Crown Tundra came out, and I realized that you could get the legendary shiny without like static resetting like I am now for mine. And so I was like, ooh, that seems like a good idea. I don't think I'll ever do a static hunt. Looks at me now. But I was going through the encounters, and everyone, and when I mean everybody, if you weren't around for the beginning of the beginning of the Dynamax adventures, you don't know. Once again, feel free to say something if you do remember. But there was that like moment where everybody started playing Dynamax adventures to get like, to get like these shiny legendaries, you know. And what ended up happening was that everyone was getting shinies, and like not necessarily the legendaries, but all the Pokemon that are like even not legendary that you were encountering, because I think was it 1 in 100 was the shiny chance during that? I think that's what it was. And so people would be getting shinies left and right, and I remember that I started I don't know, I did start hunting. I started hunting Nihilego, the jellyfish Pokemon, and it was super interesting doing those Dynamax adventures, and I never got it because I accidentally, you know, like when you like autopilot sometimes, when you do things, you just kind of, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, you know. And that was one of the big things that happened with Nihilego, was that I went back and it was like, do you want me to save the location of this Pokemon? And I accidentally pressed no, and it was frustrating. It was super frustrating, by the way, because that was like, as I said, I skipped over Gen 7, and I knew the Ultra Beasts existed, and I knew about Solgaleo and Lunala and Necrozma and the Ultra Beast, but I didn't know how much I would have liked their shinies, and I saw, obviously I looked them all up, and Nihilego shiny was really, really good. I actually really enjoyed that shiny. So that's why I tried to start shiny hunt that Ultra Beast, and didn't work out. But during the time I was hunting for that Ultra Beast, I did end up finding a shiny Klefki. I know, it's really cool. I love shiny Klefki so much. It's like a little gold keychain. So we have Swords the Klefki, which is one of the ones I hold near and dear to my heart. I love my little gold key. And then I was doing it later, and I found another shiny, and it was a shiny Berserker. And I like shiny Berserker, but it's also one of the things that like, there's a lot of people who, and if you're one of these people, that's fine. I love y'all no matter what. But there's some people who, I don't know why, are obsessed with like Berserker. It's really interesting. Maybe it's just in my realm of like people that I know, but there's people who lost their ish over shiny, like not shiny Berserker, just Berserker in general. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like an awful Pokemon. It's just not my favorite. But like, I found the shiny, and obviously if you find that shiny, you're not going to be like, how about a no? You're obviously going to take it, you know? And so that's what I did. I took that shiny Berserker and kept going. And then my next big shiny hunt, which was about 600-ish. I don't know if I remember. I don't think I took exact count of that one. So I don't think I moved that one up. I think it's 840 right there. But yeah, I got my shiny Berserker, great and all, named it Canyon. And then I decided to shiny hunt my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. And you might be like, that's probably Metagross, right? No. Metagross is up there. I love Metagross. Gen 3 was also, I should mention, Gen 3 was also was my first Pokemon game. Like, that was the game that everyone, like, all my friends were starting to get into, and they were like, oh, you would love this. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I'm gonna love it. And so I started playing Ruby. Ruby was my first game, and I played through Ruby. My favorite Pokemon was Aggron. I loved Aggron. Aggron was absolutely my favorite Pokemon ever. It was like the one thing that I absolutely adored. And so when I learned that Aron was in the Sword and Shield expansion and the 3D models and everything were a thing, I obviously had to go and take a look, you know? and so I went and I hunted for my shiny Aron. And it took just over 600 encounters to get my shiny Aron, which was actually a pretty quick hunt, honestly, all things considered. It was because of like the spawn rate in that cave and everything. And then I decided I would go down my list of my favorite Pokemon that I wanted. And so my favorite Pokemon ever is probably it floats between like Aggron, obviously. The next Pokemon I shiny hunted, which was Swablu. I love Altaria. Altaria was one of my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid, and Altaria absolutely has stuck around with me for a while. So I shiny hunted a Swablu. That was probably my second longest hunt. I think that was just over 2100 encounters. I know my luck is insane sometimes, but and so I finally got that little golden boy right there, that I named Osteria. And that was one of the ones that kind of like, you know how sometimes you shiny hunt. This probably is going to be this hunt too, depending on how long this one goes. This is going to be you kind of hit those points of where you're like, I'm shiny hunting and I'm so into shiny hunting right now, and that's all you do is you shiny hunt. And the Altaria one for 2100 encounters, it broke me. I don't know why, but it was one of those things that I just went, no, this ain't it. I need to take a break. And so that's what I did. I went and played other games for a little bit instead of shiny hunting. And then I came back. And my next hunt was my second to last hunt in Sword and Shield, which was my Vulpix hunt. And that one was super quick. That was like 129 encounters, which is ridiculous. That was like, and I was technically using the knockout method, but basically full odds, well, knockout method, it's a method, but I was in the wild area and got my Vulpix named Ember, and I have my Ninetales. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. I told you about my Zigzagoon, Berserker, and then the reason why I don't say that one's my longest hunt is because I've not finished it yet. And I'm hoping that in this game I'm going to be able to rectify it immediately with the Poke Radar at the end of the game. Is my shiny Ralts. That's the one Pokemon that has eluded me this whole time, is Ralts. I love Ralts. I love Gardevoir. Gardevoir is the when I was saying like I have like four Pokemon that always seem to ship. I think I said 3, but I have 4. Aggron, Gardevoir, Ninetales, and also Altaria. Those are like 3 Pokemon that always flop back and forth as my like favorite at the time. So those are like big ones, very big ones. So yeah, so let me know if you're in chat and you want to talk. Let me know like some of your favorite shinies, or what you're shiny hunting. If you're shiny hunting, how you're enjoying Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because as I said, I am thoroughly enjoying these games. I really like that these are faithful remakes to the originals. I know that there's some people that are like, I don't want it to be like too faithful, and I think it's one of the things that I'm not frustrated with it. You know, there's a lot of people who are with like some of the ways that they decided that they wanted to like do some of the remake stuff with, but I really enjoyed going back to some of the old ways of doing things, you know. So I don't know. I think the like the method hunting and stuff like that is going to be very going to be something that's going to be interesting. People who have had so many different ways to shiny hunt in the past, like if we think about the most two recent games, even if we're talking like whatchamacallit, I was about to say, Sun and Moon. Even if you think Sun and Moon, there was definitely different ways to hunt in those games, and we never like. And this game, I mean, besides Pokeradar, all the statics, like even if you do have a shiny charm, it's that's not it, like, you know. That's just kind of how it is. You're just full odds hunting. And obviously, if you're a full oddser, I've never been a full odds hunter theoretically. I think the method way is probably the best way to go about this, but obviously I'm full oddsing right now with my Dialga. But yeah, full odds has been something that's always eluded me in terms of like everything. But I'm excited to use the chaining method, or the Pokeradar method for some of my shinies. My goal, by the way, I don't know if I've said this out loud, is to completely shiny dex these games. And I know it sounds crazy, but I really want a full shiny dex. I really do. I think it's doable, obviously with underground shinies and everything. I would love to get I would probably start with the Sinnoh Dex, and then expand to the natural Dex. But that's my goal, and I think it's feasible. Obviously, because these two, like, the reason why I want to do that is because Gen 4 and Gen 5 are my two favorite gens, and I think completely shiny Dex in the Sinnoh Dex is something that I want to do, and then expanding to the national Dex. Like, I want to get all the shiny legendaries I can in these games. And it might be easier to get them in Sword and Shield, I know, but I think that this game, I don't know, I think it might be the nostalgia talking, but I don't know why this game hits so much harder. Like, why this game feels so special, even though it's just a remake of Diamond and Pearl. I know it makes no sense. I know. But yeah, it feels special to me, at least. So many encounters, chat. We've done 52 today. I hope you all are actually having a great day today. Because I certainly am enjoying myself. But yeah, it's been fun. I was this morning, I woke up nice and early with my girlfriend, and she was laying in bed playing Animal Crossing on the Switch. She recently just got her own Switch, by the way. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm hunting fish. So that sounds great. I love Animal Crossing, don't get me wrong. I'm probably gonna end up streaming some Animal Crossing eventually. Because I just thoroughly enjoy the game. But yeah, Animal Crossing is one of those games that I enjoy to an extent, but I can never, like, you know, like, I don't want to like overindulge in them, you know, because I feel like those games are very easy to get sucked in. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. But yeah, so let me know once again, chat, if you're there. Please like tell me what you're shiny hunting. If you're shiny hunting, if you're watching me, if you're playing through the game, your teams. I'm all excited to see that, and so for everything, because honestly, I love these games so much, and the labor of love for this, you know, like for the people who worked on this game, I just am so excited to see I love watching people, especially like in these games, the sparkles are really great because they don't, like, that was the thing with the old games, not the old games, like Sword and Shield, that really was like a interesting thing for me, was how Sword and Shield used to just like they like in Sword and Shield you basically like when you caught a shiny, it was either like there was a box in front of the shiny when you found it, or there was a huge star that was implemented right over the top of it. But in this game, they have like the sparkles on the outside of the shiny, so like when you go to make a thumbnail, you can just use the actual like shiny animation instead of having that huge star over it, which was a pain in the butt, let me tell you. So I was like, let me get a good picture of this shiny that I have. Wait, there's a huge star over the center of it when I found it. So I hope you're having a good day, everybody. I know I said that recently, but I just hope everyone's having a great day. And if you're not, hopefully things get better for you today. Always a chance at any given moment of the day to turn around that frown and put it the other way around. Or not frown, I should say, like just any way for your day to change. So I hope that positivity strikes you if you're not having a great day. If you're having a great day, keep it going. Can't believe we're almost at 16 counters for the day. This is one of the things that, like, I've realized how quickly you can go through it. Like, even though this game takes a while to boot up sometimes, just how quickly you can jump back, like how quickly you can do some of these hunts, like the soft reset hunts. It's 857. Boom, 858 was a no-go. I'm also like, I know a lot of people are probably like, why are you not clicking the thing when you encounter it? It's just part of the groove I'm in, you know? But yeah, so this is technically my 859th encounter, and then when I do that, I've encountered it 859 times, and then I go to my 860th encounter. Etc, etc, etc. But yeah, I am certainly loving these games. I don't know if I've talked about my original team when I first originally played Sinnoh way back, I think 2006, maybe? I think that's when the game came out. 2006 or 2007. I can't remember when I played it. I know it was around release for me. I remember I went with Infernape. I normally don't go with fire starters, and I know that's weird. I know that Charizard is everyone's favorite, like, not everyone's. The Charizard's like one of the like poster Pokemon for Pokemon itself. In those original games. And like you have Typhlosion, which is to most people the best starter, or maybe for Alligator, but a lot of people like Typhlosion. A lot of people like Blaziken, but like Infernape, I feel like wasn't the one that came out of this generation as everyone's favorite. I don't know who it is. I think it may have been Empoleon, honestly, because of Piplup. And obviously, I think it's Dawn had the Piplup, and Dawn is very memorable. But yeah, so I chose Infernape. Obviously, this is going to be like the most broken team ever, because obviously, like, I was a like 9-10-year-old, 8-9-year-old person playing Pokemon, and you're like, oh, that Pokemon looks cool, and you grab it, and so I grabbed, obviously Staraptor was on the team, because when you're young like that, and you're like, look at that cool bird with like the flaming hairstyle. Oh yeah, great, love it. I absolutely enjoyed it a whole lot. Staraptor and Luxray were on the team, which is great. I love both of them. Both of my favorite Pokemon. Not my favorite, but like both memorable Pokemon from this generation, I should say. That's probably a better way to say it. Yeah, those two are absolutely like memorable. I'll get to memories with the team in a minute, but it was Staraptor, Luxray, Garchomp, because Dragon Pokemon, pseudo legendary. Even though at the time I didn't know what a pseudo legendary was, I just thought Garchomp looked cool, like a hammerhead shark. Like, who wouldn't want a hammerhead shark? Palkia, because I obviously, when you get a legendary, you use the legendary when you're younger and you don't have any idea what Pokemon is, and you're like, yes, let me use this legendary Pokemon. And I used Palkia, and then who was I forget who the final member of my team was. It's probably just some broken, maybe Gyarados. I'm trying to think about who else it could be. It may have been Empoleon, because I was super obsessed with the GTS back then, and like getting all the Pokemon I could through the GTS. Like, I thought it was the coolest thing to be able to go through the game with the 3 starters and being like, yes, look at me, I have all 3 starters, yes. And that's exactly what little me did. Was just like flex that I had all 3 starters, because I traded them on the GTS. When you're kids, you just kind of just don't know. But I distinctly remember walking up to Spear Pillar and fighting Cyrus for the first time. Or the second time technically, because you fought him like earlier in the game, but like for the first time on top of Spear Pillar, you know. And I had to use like his Haunch Crow. I didn't use Luxray for, obviously, because I'm like a flying bird, electric, and like the Weavile was wrecking my team, because also at the time, like, they didn't have like the like little super effective things, and I was not a master at my typing. No. I had an Inferno with close combat, and also I should mention that I was severely underleveled. We'll get to how that was not good, but I was able to beat Cyrus pretty easily. Not easily, like I lost a few members, and then they said, here's Palkia, have fun. And obviously I threw a Master Ball at it, and then Palkia became a member of the team. And then the Elite Four happened. I got through the Elite Four pretty easily. Like, I feel like I had good typing. I understood the matchups decently, and I got to Cynthia. I just got wrecked. I mean, I feel like that's just a common thing with Cynthia nowadays. Like, Cynthia will just destroy you, no matter who you are. She will just like be like, I think your time's done. You're like, yeah, and then sends out Garchomp, and your team gets destroyed if you're not prepared enough for it. That's part of the reason why I have Weavile. I know Weavile isn't a great special attacker, but Weavile is very quick. Hello, Genesect, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope your day is going well. But I am very, very, very you're hunting Dialga too? Oh, what are you at? Are you counting, or are you just hunting at this point? Because this Dialga hunt is one of the most interesting to hunt. Joking, obviously, but I'm excited to get the shiny Dialga. I know somebody. I've been keeping an eye on the hunting community. I don't know if because I enjoy watching shiny hunting streams as I'm shiny hunting, obviously, sometimes, but what was that? That was a car that just drove by. Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. I do have a little bit of a delay on, not for any reason beside the fact that if people need captions, that's the reason why that there's a little bit of a delay. But yeah, I'm glad you're shiny hunting a Dialga. What are you planning to use Dialga in your team at this point, or are you planning on using them for or just shiny hunting just to have a 400 and 869? Ooh, no. Get rid of that. There we go. Going for 870 here. But yeah, I'm ready to get destroyed by Cynthia. You know what gym leader I struggled on a lot in this game was Maylene. I don't know why Maylene was so hard. That Lucario just was super rough. I think it also might have had to do with my starter choice, being Empoleon, and not having like an efficient way to deal with fighting types at that point, but I honestly had Curlia because I have a Gallade on my team who knew Psychic and stuff, but I honestly it was rough. Maylene was super hard because you would use Confusion or Psychic on the Machoke, and then all of a sudden the Machoke would hit you with a Revenge and you'd be like dead. And you'd be like, what just happened? Yeah. The one thing I am worried about right now. Okay. Yeah. Let me finish my Maylene thing, and then I want to respond to your team comment because it's super interesting. And yeah, I'm worried that my team's a little bit too much of a glass cannon because I really don't I don't truly have a tank on my team. I guess my tankiest Pokemon might be Honchkrow or Pachirisu. That might be my tank member. But yeah, so I honestly when I came into this game, I created a list of the Pokemon that I wanted, and Togekiss was on that list. Togekiss was one of the Pokemon that I really wanted to use, but Togepi was a much harder spawn to get than I thought in the underground. So I ended up scratching Togekiss for Honchkrow. And I don't know what the decision is going to mean in the meantime, but like, ooh, yeah, the Lucario, that Lucario fight was one that was like super rough, and not because it, like, once again, I don't necessarily think that Maylene is like overpowered or anything. I think my team was just not able to handle Maylene at the time. This Dialga hunt is very it's proving to be much more of a pain in the butt than I thought it was going to be. And like, it's not even that bad. I'm only at 873, but I mean, if I'm looking at this right now and I'm like, man, I am excited to hunt all these other legendaries that are apparently in this game and in Pearl as well. I'm super excited to get I forget does Diamond, I think Diamond has the birds, and I think Pearl has the dogs. I'm trying to remember exactly. Oop, my music stopped. I just realized that. Nope. 1934. Let me get my music going again. Do this actually. That's good. Yeah, I'm exactly with you, Genesec. Sorry, I was making sure the music was going. But I am with you. I'd rather be finishing this game right now, and be in post-game stuff. But once again, I'm with you. This is the one time you get Dialga. Diamond has dogs and Ho-Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy I was able to get both. I got the 2-pack. Because once again, Pearl was the game that I originally played way back when, and now I am back, and now I'm playing Diamond for my first playthrough, and then obviously I'm gonna go play through Pearl with a different team, but a team nonetheless. I'm excited to get. I think I'm definitely going to use Miss Magius on my team in Pearl, because I used Honchkrow in this version, and I think using the counterpart is obviously a good thing. But yeah, that was the 176. If we can get to 880 before I am going to, yeah, I'm with you. I wish Dialga was post game. I think you can re-encounter Dialga after the Elite Four, but I haven't gotten concrete proof on that yet, which is why I am just deciding to do it here, versus like risking it and going full like, yeah, let's just run away from Dialga and do stuff. So once again, I am thoroughly enjoying this hunt. I think tonight I'm going to start Pearl. I'm not going to be shiny hunting anything until Palkia in there, so we'll probably end up shiny hunting both at some point on stream, because I don't think I'm going to get Dialga anytime soon, personally. you know, as a shiny hunter, you have those feelings that you're like, this is going to be a long hunt, or this is going to be a short hunt. My intuition is telling me that this Dialga hunt is going to be a long one. But like, obviously you never know. It could be, it's you rolling a dice. It was really interesting. I was talking to my girlfriend about this, and she's into Pokemon, but not in the way that like she shiny hunts or anything like that. Like she's played Sun and Moon, she's played Shield. Oh, okay. I was like, what is that? It's the arrangement. I forgot. I was like, where's that coming from? But she doesn't shiny hunt, but she asked about it, and I was talking to her about it, and it's one of the things that like she was like, so you basically are rolling a dice. This is my third day too. This is my full third day looking for Dialga as well. I was talking to her about it, and she was like, so you're basically rolling a 496 sided die, and you need to land on the number 1. And I said, yes. That's literally what it is. And it's like I hate that she put it that way, because I honestly like didn't think about it like that, and I know that that's how technically the odds are and how they work and everything. So I am going to start up this one. I'm going to, because this is the 881st encounter, I'm going to load up that encounter, and as I encounter the Dialga, I'll be back in a minute. I do have to run and use the restroom real quick. So I will do that, and I will be back within a minute or so. So we're gonna encounter this Dialga. Good luck to Genesect out there with your Dialga hunt while I am gone. Hopefully, knowing me, this will be the shiny. So, but I will be right back. Aw, dang, that Dialga is unfortunately just a normal Dialga. I am back, everybody. I know you missed me. I was gone for a second, but yeah. It was a shame that that was a normal one. That would have been a great one to come back to, being shiny. But, yeah. I'm excited for this hunt. To finally look at that screen. Like, just the mere thought of, like, encountering this Dialga and seeing the greenish, like, the greenish hue to it, it's just, it's like one of the things that, like, I don't know, I can't describe how it's gonna feel, you know. It's one of those, it's gonna be one of those things where you're like, wow. Let's see how we're doing. Brilliant Diamond. We're gonna get 883rd and counting here. So I'm trying to think, what is going to be the first Pokemon I'm going to shiny hunt after I beat the Elite Four. And I think, and I get the Pokeradar, I think the first Pokemon I'm going to get is Ralts. I think that's my number one Pokemon to go and hunt after the Elite Four is going to be my Ralts. And the thing is, as soon as I get a 40 chain, I think my goal is to try and get 4 Raltses so that I could have each member of the family. Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, and Gallade. But we will see. We'll see what happens with that one. I am excited for the post-game underground, because apparently that's when, like, you can just dig up fossils and stones and stuff like that. I also have to do a fossil hunt at some point, which will be very exciting, I can tell you that much. It's going to be much more exciting than this one. But yeah, eventually we will get the shiny. I mean, at least I'm not like at 130, like, I don't know what Rev was at, but one of the big streamers over on Twitch, and is a YouTuber as well, his name is Reversal. He is in the middle of, well, he's taken a 6-month break, I think, a 6-month break from hunting Feebas. I don't know how he does it. Do not know how he is hunting for a shiny Feebas at the current moment. Like, just the slim chance of even getting a Feebas in Sword and Shield is ridiculous. Because you can only get it on one route, in the middle of the route, where there's a tiny little island, and it has a 1% chance to spawn. It's super, I don't think frustrating is the right word. It takes a lot of patience, and I get people tell me I'm patient for doing this, and I'm like, this is at most hopefully going to take me like maybe like 4,096 encounters. Yeah, you can also breed Feebas. You can use Masuda. But I don't know why. I don't know why you would. Well, I do know why, because if like the satisfaction you're going to get from hunting a 1% Feebas and getting it shiny and then evolving into a Milotic, it's just like just imagining how that would feel is insane. I like this arrangement. Also, I don't know about anyone else, but when and this is also probably the nostalgia factor hitting me here as well. But the first time I walked into Jubilife City and heard the Jubilife theme was I cannot describe to you the feeling I felt. You know, like the feeling of nostalgia. Ugh. But yeah, I am thoroughly excited to see where this game takes us. This is the 888th encounter, and no, I was thinking about Pokemon Go recently. I don't have Pokemon Go on my phone anymore, but I used to be a huge Pokemon Go fan. I would do community days and all that sort of stuff. We don't have a very big Pokemon Go community around where I live, but you know, there's still like those few people that would play it, and like, because there's like one of the areas near me there's a park where everyone would go. If you played Pokemon Go, you would go there and you would, like, that's where we did our raids and stuff like that. And I think I have one shiny on Pokemon. I think that's a Sneasel. I think I'm not 100% sure though. No, I also have an Electabuzz. I think I have a Sneasel, and I know I have an Electabuzz because I got the Electabuzz on Electabuzz Community Day. So, I am excited for that one. Alright, let's see what encounter we're up to here. 890. What are we up to here with our 890th encounter? It is not shiny. I'm super excited. You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for Legends Arceus. I haven't talked about Legends Arceus too much, but that game gets me super excited because I love open world games. Especially like an open world Pokemon game. It's gonna be so much fun. It'll be so much fun. If there's shinies, it's a great thing. If there's not, oh well. I'm still gonna enjoy the game for what it is. But just from what I've seen, like the new evolutions, the Hisuian forms, everything, I'm super excited for it. But yeah. Alrighty, we're gonna get to 900, and then I think we're going to end stream for today, because I just got a text, and there's some things I need to do today, and I completely forgot that I needed to do them today. So we're gonna probably get to 900 here, which is 8 more encounters after this one, or yeah, theoretically. And then we're going to call it for the day. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be back with more encounters. I might even be back tonight. We'll see. Depending. So if you're interested in that stuff, make sure you follow the stream. Or you subscribe to the stream at this point.